Hello, my beautiful singles. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. I come here on a Friday. Usually is on each Friday. Happy Friday, by the way, as I drop these cards. And so I come here to do a reading for the singles. I do intend on this reading to be for love for the singles because I feel like that's what you come to watch for. But please know that other things will come up in the readings. And if they do, I'm going to read it. Look, I only work here. Spirit gives me the energy to relate to you. That's my job and that's what I'm doing. So this isn't only going to be about love. The intention is to read about the present moment or the future. I do not put dates or times on these readings. I feel like whenever you find it, it may resonate. It is a general reading. Keep that in mind. And this is a sneak peek for the weekend. But listen, we're not all on the same timeline. This isn't going to happen this weekend for all of you. In fact, it may be another weekend sometime in the future, maybe even a year in the future. So take it as it resonates for you. Please use your intuition. Please put your intuitive hat on. You do have the discernment to know whether this is your reading or not. All right, so the last things last is that there is a sale on. So if you're interested in a private reading, I do have a private reading sale on, 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. I've marked everything in the first comment. I've pinned a comment to the top of the comments below this video. Everything you need is there. There is a code there. There is also a link to Wizio. All right. Enough blah blah. Let's get on with it. We're going to start with Aries and go to Pisces. Let's start with you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about the weekend. Tell me what's coming up on the weekend for single Aries, please. Sneak peek for the weekend. Single Aries. What's going on with single Aries, please? Current energy or future only, please. Tell me about Aries. Okay. Aries, it feels like you're kind of exhausted. I want to say you've been through a lot. You've been carrying some things. And I want to say that it feels like you're waiting for just one last smack with the wand here. I feel like you're looking into the past here for a reason. I feel like it's the past that's given you all these burdens. The thing is you're so resilient, Aries. You will not stop until you get what you want, right? You're so resilient. What else do we need to know about the Nine of Wands, please? Something is, I want to say that you're not going to be carrying this energy for much longer, but understand it's not because I'm telling you you're not going to carry it for much longer. It's because you're going to make the decision. So if you continue to carry the burdens and look back there, you're connected to the past and the past burdens. If you're stuck in a loop of feeling sorry for yourself, then, you know, this is where you're going to stay. But I feel like for those of you who are waiting for that Ace of Wands, if you're waiting for the Ace of Wands so you can carry on into the future in a new path, let's find out what's coming up here. Tell me about the Nine of Wands, please, for Aries. We do have the Six of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot energy. So, yeah, it does feel like here that you've come out of, I want to say that you're very close to the finish line here, because I do see that in the Six of Wands. I also see that in the Nine of Wands. I see the Nine of Wands as kind of like, just hang on, my friend. Things are about to change. There's about to be a change that's coming up here. And I feel like you are kind of exhausted waiting for the change because it's taken forever with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it was supposed to, though. I feel like you're confused as to why you don't have what you want at this time, or why it's not happening as quick as you want it to happen. I feel a little bit of impatience, right? The Chariot is here, and that's fast-moving energy, and I feel like you feel you're already supposed to be on the road to what you want. Well, I'm going to tell you that you already are. If you're at the Nine of Wands, you're already there. Like, you are ready to step across the finish line. You're ready. It's right around the corner, my friend. So hang in there. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. Why are you feeling, what has made you feel like the wounded warrior? What has made you feel like the wounded warrior, Aries? We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Devil energy. Oof, oof. Well, I'm going to say for some of you, I feel like what has exhausted you, or what's made you carry these burdens, or made you the wounded warrior, is it's a bad situation. It's a bad investment that you made here. Whether it's financial or in a relationship, it's a bad investment. We do have the Devil in the middle of the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. And so I feel like the energy from the Seven of Swords is telling me that It feels like you're just going to collect your ball and go. That's what I want to say here. That's what it feels like. The Page of Pentacles tells me that there was some sort of a new opportunity that you were looking forward to. You were looking forward to it. You looked it over really closely to make sure that was actually a viable opportunity, right? You can see this page here looking at the pentacle, right? And looking at the pentacle, looking forward to planting the pentacle, I feel like there's an opportunity that showed up here, but what you didn't see, because of the Seven of Swords, you didn't see that there was a toxic development that was going to show up here. And I don't think you could have seen it, I want to say. And, the universe will do this, Aries. The universe will test you. And I feel like this new opportunity, wherever you invested this page, whether it's in a relationship or in a business or in a new job, I feel like it quickly became toxic. It felt like now that you're chained to it. It feels codependent. It feels like you can't get away from it. It feels as though it's obsessive. Like you either can't stop thinking about it, or you're just so connected to it you can't drop it or leave it alone. I feel like you couldn't have seen this coming because the Seven of Swords is here. I feel like it was under the surface, and you decided that you were going to take this on, that you thought it was a good opportunity. You couldn't see this toxicity, though. We got the Knight of Swords here, and so the Knight of Swords is kind of charging into the reading. The Knight of Swords is the one that is not necessarily, isn't necessarily connected to whether or not you understand the message that is given to you. It's just that I need to get there and give it to you. So it feels like there's some quick moving answers coming at you. That's what it feels like here. Some quick moving answers as to why you are now in the Nine of Wands. It's confusing and you don't know why. How did I get here? How did I get to this place? Got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is telling you it's time to liberate yourself from the Nine of Wands energy. It's time to stop wallowing in whatever has been going on, whatever hurt your feelings, whatever made you sad, whatever you're connected to from the past. I feel like you need to let that go. The Queen of Swords is the one who is liberating herself. She's made a decision, and the decision is to face things head on. She's facing truth, honesty, and justice head on. She's inviting whatever will come, right? This is really brave queen. She's inviting. Come on, bring it. I want to look it straight in the eye, and I want to tell the person, place, thing, situation, or job that I'm done. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords, please. You have the Eight of Wands. Yep. The Queen has something to say. So I know that you're a fire sign, but I feel like, and whether you're a feminine or masculine, I don't really care. But we've got the Queen of Swords here, and feminine or masculine, I feel like the Queen has something to say. There is communication. I feel like you're about to tell somebody something because you're about to face justice head on here. You're about to face the truth, and you're about to be very, very pointed with your words. We've got the Six of Cups. To somebody who you have a lot of history with, it feels like there is something that you need to say to somebody that you've known for a really long time. This could be someone you consider to be a soulmate friend or a soulmate lover. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Your heart is broken, or you're about to break someone else's heart. So I feel like you're in a bit of a conundrum, Aries. It does feel like you know that you are the wounded warrior. You're exhausted. You've been carrying a lot. You've been carrying a lot that you've not been saying. I think the Queen of Swords is about to cut you free. I feel like the Queen of Swords is here to say it's time to liberate yourself and say something to the soulmate, because it feels like either you or the soulmate are experiencing a broken heart here. Something that is disappointing. Something that it just is it's not doing it for you anymore. Tell me why the Three of Swords is here, please. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Strength card, and we have the Five of Wands. So to me, the Five of Wands is the internal dialogue that you've got going on that isn't really good for you, Aries. It feels like you are about to do something that requires a lot of courage. And you've been worried about doing this thing for a long time. You've been worried about speaking about it. Look, I feel like once you finally do liberate yourself and speak out here, we've got 9 swords, 1 in the hand of the Queen. That's 10 swords. I feel like you can end this cycle. And I feel like you've been holding off having the conversation, saying what you're going to say. I feel like this weekend for some of you is the time you're going to say it, because we did see the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck when I just drew the first hand here. And so I feel like for some of you, you are going to say something, and you've been avoiding this painful conversation, this painful cycle coming to an end. You want to avoid the pain. But unfortunately, that means you have to live in the Three of Swords. The Strength card is here, and it tells me that you are about to find the courage to say something. And the Five of Wands is telling me that you have been holding back. The Strength and the Five of Wands both tell me that. Strength is about holding your position, holding back, waiting until you're waiting until you're leveled enough to be able to, and I mean emotionally leveled enough to be able to say it without hurting somebody. So it feels like with the Five of Wands, you've been holding back and beating yourself up. Get out of that energy. You don't deserve that energy. So the Strength card, right? Strength and courage. Courage doesn't say that you're not afraid of it. It means that it could mean that you're still terrified, but you're going to do it anyway. And with the Five of Wands and the Strength card tells me that you've been, I think you're in this negative headspace about yourself. It almost feels like you're blaming yourself for something not working. It feels like it is a relationship that you're blaming yourself for it not working here. So I feel like for some of you, this is the weekend where you probably have the talk. What is the talk about here? With this Eight of Wands coming out of the Queen of Swords here, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. It is a long-term relationship. It is time to have that talk, because I feel like you've been living in this heartbroken energy because you're not getting any justice. You're not getting, you don't have any stability. You're not getting justice. There's no karmic justice here, but I feel like if you decide to speak about it, it's going to hurt. I'm telling you, it's going to come to an end. The cycle's going to hurt, but it is something that you need to do for yourself, because otherwise you're stuck in the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands, my friend. You're in this negative mental smack-talking cycle. You're blaming yourself for all of it. And look, it takes two to tango. I don't care who you are. It takes two people to wreck a relationship, right? It takes two people. One is doing the bad things. The other one is accepting the bad things. It takes two people to ruin that relationship. And so I feel like you've been carrying it all, thinking that it's your fault, and it's not. It's not just your fault. Tell me about this long-term relationship, because it feels like you've been waiting a really long time to say something, but you need the victory. And I feel like you're this card of the Six of Wands and the Strength card tells me that you're gaining courage, or you're gaining momentum to say something. So for some of you, it will be this weekend. We do have the Queen of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So what you don't want to do is hurt anybody. So I feel that you're going to say whatever you need to say in the kindest way possible, being aware that the Queen of Cups is here, right? Being kind and compassionate. You're going to say it as kindly and compassionate as you can. And then I feel like you're going on your way. You're on a new path here. The Page of Wands, right? You're on a new path, a new exciting path. It's time to go. The Page of Wands is looking over at the Five of Wands. There's six, which is here. Tells me you're going to get the victory. We do have the Page of Cups, and so I think that you're not planning it, I want to say. When you're feeling the most stable, sturdy, grounded, you know, that you can move forward and say it slowly, I feel like that's when you'll do it. I feel like it's going to surprise you. And right here in the future, we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which tells me that somebody's been putting off ending a cycle, right? But look, you can no longer put it off. Oops, dropped cards, sorry. My tower was bound to fall. Figuratively, it's all cards. Look, maybe the tower is going to fall. And I'm not laughing at your tower, I'm laughing at my cards. So what I want to say to you here is that the Ten of Swords is in the reverse, which tells me someone's been putting off ending a cycle. But look, death has shown up here. So it is what it is. You're going to have to say something, and it's going to bring something to an end. And you've been putting it off for a really long time because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But are you willing to live it? Much longer are you willing to live in the Three of Swords, right? Give me a second here. Look, everything is falling around. And I don't think everything that goes on in a reading for me is something that we should pay attention to. And the tower over here, I have a tower of oracle cards, and it just fell. And it's been sitting there for a week. It's been sitting there for a week with no problems. So I think that this might be the weekend where the tower falls, my friend. You could be dealing with Gemini. Sorry, not Gemini. Libra. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo. We do have Virgo energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. Yeah. And we do have Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. All right. Tell me about Taurus, my bull gang. How are you, friends? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in that private read, you know what to do. Look below this video. There's a pinned comment with everything that you need. 10% off till the end of June. All right. Tell me what's going on for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus singles, sneak peek for the weekend for the singles. Tell me what's coming up for the singles, please. Taurus energy. Tell me what's coming up for Taurus. Taurus, I feel like this weekend you might stay in, possibly. It feels like we're showing this person here who's like closing their laptop. I feel like you're just going to like shut off social media for some of you, possibly. Turn off social media, stop talking to people. Feels like you're going inward here to try and find some sort of wisdom or answer. She's got her hand across her heart here. And so it feels like it's something of a heart-centered energy that you're thinking about here. Tell me why the Hermit is here, please, for Taurus. It's Virgo energy, my friend. Tell me about Taurus, please. We have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. By yourself, being confident, building it by yourself. For some of you, you could have built an online business all by yourself, and maybe you're just taking a break this weekend. Taurus, I feel like if that's you, it feels like you do need a break. We've got 9 Pentacles. I want to say that you can take a break for a moment. Like, I'm not telling you to take a week, but it feels like you're trying to go within, I feel, this weekend, and maybe you're just not necessarily wanting to talk to people. We do have the Queen of Swords here. It feels like you're trying to liberate yourself from whatever you're going into Hermit energy for. We've got the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords, you know, she doesn't face forward. She faces towards justice. She faces justice and truth, and she's telling whoever is there, look, come on in. Inviting in this new beginning, inviting in the Page of Pentacles energy. Somebody here is looking or inviting or ready for, open to a new opportunity. But I feel like you've learned a lesson here, Taurus, I want to say, because the Queen of Swords shows up to me. She's showing up because there is a lesson, and a lesson has been learned. You have decided to invest in being honest, truthful with yourself and with other people. And I feel like you are inviting in new opportunities here, Page of Pentacles, whether those are relationships or anything else in the Pentacle world, experiences, let's call them. And I feel like the Queen here is like, yeah, come forward here, but know that I'm going to be more honest with you than most people have ever been. Because what happens when you go into this Hermit energy here, what happens inevitably when you spend time by yourself, you grow. That's not an option. Like when you go and you spend your time, those of you who have spent a lot of time by yourself in hermit mode, and I don't mean like sequestering yourself and not being with friends. I mean, you're done dating. I mean, you're done putting up with the bullshit of other people. It feels like you go into this hermit energy to get the wisdom. It's like every once in a while you need to touch base with yourself. Am I still good with this? So I feel like every once in a while you do unplug, and I think for some of you, you will unplug this weekend. But I feel like you are open to opportunities in the Pentacle world. I feel like you have been really honest with yourself about what you need in this life. And for some of you, I feel like what you need right now is just some sort of an opportunity, maybe in the Pentacle world, a small one. But I feel like you're being honest with you. We do have the Queen of Cups. We do have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Cups. So it does feel here like I feel as though you are, what you're thinking about this weekend, I feel for those of you who will be kind of turning off the internet, turning off the TV, spending time by yourself. Maybe you'll go out someplace like alone to the lake, you know, to the cottage, but maybe just spending time by yourself in town. I feel as though you're thinking about your wish fulfillment. What is it that you really want? I feel like you will have people coming at you this weekend with opportunities to go out. 3 of Cups, opportunities to celebrate. 9 of Cups, celebrate, have fun with friends. I feel like that your friends are I feel like they mean well, I want to say. I feel like they really do mean well, but I want to say that the reason that you're not going is because you're not interested in meeting anybody new in love. That's what it feels like. The Queen of Cups has her back to the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. So I feel like what you're doing is you're deciding to take a cup for yourself in hermit energy. You're deciding to let go of some things that have been heavy that you've been carrying for a really long time. I want to say that this person on the 10 of Wands energy, the destination is the town back here, but I feel like that's why I was saying that. I feel like some of you might go out of town or get in your car and drive, or maybe go to a hotel, a staycation, or just be off the radar for the weekend. I want to say that the Queen of Cups is here, and I want to say that you're replenishing your emotional energy. Because the Queen of Cups on her own, without being the Empress, is somebody who's easily depleted. So I want to say that your friends are raring to go. They want to go out, they want to go here, want to go there, and you're like, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for it right now. I think I just need to spend some time with me. There is an opportunity that is arriving, though, and I think that you're welcoming it. I think you're open to it. Tell me what this Page of Pentacles is. We've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Magician energy. It's something that you have manifested. This is an opportunity, I feel, to make things right with someone that things are not necessarily right with. With the Three of Swords here, it feels like it was a disappointing situation. We ended up blocking each other possibly, or we're just not talking anymore. You know, I feel like somebody didn't see the situation the way you saw it. And I feel like it caused alienation, or maybe it caused you two to back away from each other. The Three and the Two of Swords is 5, and that to me is conflict and disagreements. It's arguments and personal differences. I feel what you're doing is you're manifesting communication from someone that you've not spoken to in a while. You're hoping that person will reach out to you, because I feel like you're ready now, because you're in the Queen of Swords energy. I feel like you're confident, right? The Nine of Pentacles is here. I want to say that the heavy workload, or the worst of building it alone or by yourself, is over. And now you've become this person who's liberated themselves and is ready for the next challenge. And the next challenge is the Page of Pentacles, which is going to add to the 9. So this might be a relationship here. Now, I want to say that there is somebody here, for some of you, that there was an argument or harsh words that took place. It was a disappointing situation. I feel like you're manifesting communication with this person, and I think it's only for the reasons of justice. This is Libra, right? And Libra always wants to make things even. Like, I don't want to have to deal with all of the fallout that went out back there. I just need to make things right. You need to have the truth here. We do have the Page of Wands, we do have the Devil, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Page of Wands tells me that you're ready. I want to say that you're ready to communicate. You're inviting the communication, but I don't think that you're sending it, to be honest. I feel like you're inviting the communication no matter what it brings. The Devil is here with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you are manifesting it. You want it to arrive, but I also feel as though with the Page of Wands energy, that you're expecting that there is going to be some type of text, it feels like, but sort of a cold, I want to say a cold sort of energy, somebody who's kind of shut off and shut down. It feels like you will get communication, but this person is somebody who is in this Devil energy. They're trapped, or they feel like they're trapped. Tell me more about this, please. Why are they being cold? I feel like you're going to get the communication that you want, but this person is going to be icy cold. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Page of Cups. You're not expecting that you're going to get this communication, but you will. The Knight of Wands. This person's going to seem a little off. And when I say a little off, it's because the Knight of Wands doesn't give a whole lot of stability. So I feel like this person will reach out to you. And if you've got a relationship with this person, and the relationship is they contact you usually and you take over the conversation, I don't think you're going to do that this time. It's like, I feel like if this person communicates with you, that they're going to communicate with you because they know, Taurus will be fine with it. Taurus will be okay. They'll always treat me kindly, right? They'll always treat me with kindness. And I feel like you see the situation for what it is. Like, the Devil is here, right? The Devil's here with the Magician, and I never like that energy when it shows up together. The Devil and the Magician tells me that someone is about to, someone has been planning to manipulate you with words in some way. It's like they're coming at you in the Five of Swords again. It feels like they're manipulating you with words, and they want you to now see things the way you see them. I feel like you'll accept the communication, but I feel like you'll maybe deal with them in swords. Shut off, shut down. You don't see this coming. The Page of Cups is here. I feel like somebody's going to apologize to you for maybe not giving you a whole lot of stability. Maybe not giving you a whole lot of stability. This person, I feel, is very attracted to your energy, but I feel like they are somebody who's probably going to surprise you with communication. I feel like this 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups tells me that you have an option this weekend. If you want to go out with friends, accept the invitation, and maybe you will, but for others of you, I feel like you are going to stay in this hermit energy here in the way of balance. So I feel like you're like, I'm not really into going out and partying, spending a lot of money on drinking and having fun and all of that. And there's a time and a place for that. And I don't feel like that's your energy this weekend. I feel like your energy is about karmic balance. I feel like you're trying to stay courageous or having strength about something here. I feel like you're learning lessons in hermit mode. So you're gaining wisdom. I feel like this weekend is going to be a weekend for you where you try and figure out what lessons it is that you need to learn. I feel like as you're in hermit energy, though, learning lessons, maybe you're reading, maybe you're journaling, whatever it is, you're going to take time for you finally, and then this shows up. That's what it feels like here. Somebody just busts into your hermit energy with their energy. Could be a fire sign, could be a Capricorn, maybe an Aries possibly. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. We've got Libra, Leo, and Taurus here. We've got Virgo underneath this card here. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So I do feel that you will be dealing with this person in a loving, kind, and compassionate way, but you're going to be very honest and truthful. You're going to give them the straight goods. I feel like that this argument here, it's because we can't see eye to eye. Her eyes are covered, and I feel like we can't see eye to eye, and I'm not necessarily sure if this person is coming back because they want to repair it or because they want to try and manipulate you. It's almost like you had an argument and maybe you didn't fight. Maybe you just had an argument and you're not really talking to each other. It doesn't even have to be an argument. It's a difference of opinion or a fundamental difference. And so this person is now coming back around or coming to talk to you to see if they can get through to you, for you to see it the way they see it. But I feel like somebody here has a blindfold on. Somebody here is never going to see the situation for what it is. And I feel it's the person that's coming at you this weekend, Taurus. 5 of Pentacles. This is someone here that you haven't spoken with in a while. I think you're going to invite them in, but they're not really ready for you as the Queen of Swords, because I don't think that they've ever seen you as the Queen of Swords. And I don't think you're putting up with much. I'm going to be honest. Not with the 9 of Pentacles here. You're very, very decidedly confident. Yeah. So we do have we've got a lot of fire here. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Taurus. We've got more Leo, Capricorn, more Aries energy. We've got Libra a couple of times, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, as I said. And so I feel like this person is somebody who's in the 5 of Pentacles with you right now. Somebody you're not speaking with, somebody who you haven't seen for a while. Could be a friend, could be a lover. Take it as it resonates for you. All right. All right. Happy birthday, Gemini. How are you, friends? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are interested in a private read, please look below this video. All the information is pinned to a comment at the top of the comments. 10% off until the 30th. Private reads. All right. Tell me about Gemini, please. What's going on for Gemini this weekend? Single Gemini. Sneak peek for this weekend for Gemini. Single Gemini, please. It's coming up for single Gemini. Got the Emperor here. Somebody's standing in their shoes here. Somebody has decided something, that I'm going to take control of the situation. Tell me what we need to know about the Emperor. Is that you, Gemini? Are you in the Emperor energy, or is someone else? Ooh, boy. Okay, we got a Tower. Looks like whoever is in the Emperor energy is either bringing the Tower or is experiencing a Tower. What else do we need to know about the Tower, please? Tell me about Gemini. We do have the 6 of Cups. Somebody is walking away from some sort of soulmate connection here. This is the after tarot. I'm just looking at, the kids are running away from all of the cups that are on the ground. It's like somebody has decided it's a realization, maybe more of a realization that it's time to leave some sort of soulmate connection. I feel that no matter what your sign is, I feel like you could be the Emperor, but I really do feel like Gemini, this is you, and it's coming up as the Emperor because, you know, the Emperor is Aries and all of the kings, right? This is, I feel like you making a really big decision or having a realization that it's time to leave a situation that you're in here. And maybe you've already left it. Maybe you've already experienced the Tower because the Tower is coming up in the past, right? Maybe that's why you're here, because you have already left it and you have already become single here. You could have Aries in the chart somewhere prominent. What else do we need to know? We have the Eight of Swords. Wow. I feel like somebody showed up to save you. The thing is that you were never in a place that you couldn't get out of. It was a place where you were thinking about something obsessively. It felt like your hands were tied and there was nothing that you could do. But I want to say that somebody found an out, because we do have two people on the card here. Somebody is cutting all of the binds, right? The ties that bind. Somebody is cutting the ties that bind. It could be you cutting yourself away from this place where you had yourself being held hostage. Tell me about this Tower, please. It's like you were being held hostage in the mind here. Tell me about the Tower. Got the Seven of Swords. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it feels like you did liberate yourself from a situation because of a realization that you had in the very near past. And I want to say that I'm probably speaking to someone who's become single recently, and that it was a transformation of how you saw the situation finally. We do have, you can see the butterflies at the very top of that sword. I want to say that you've transformed yourself, that you are now facing things, that you are not letting things, you're not letting things crowd in on you, feeling like your hands are tied, you can't do anything. You're now facing things head on. We do have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I want to say that you've had a realization that somebody was either screwing with your money, or that they were, that this person was living off of you. I want to say, like, it feels like you are the Emperor. And I want to say with the Queen of Pentacles here that there is money. This person is sort of looking at, you know, this energy of I've made it. I did it. You know, I did it. And now that I've gotten to my place where I'm solid, you know, caring for other people. It feels like you're being very charitable, I want to say. And I want to say that somebody here tried to kind of screw you out of money here. Somebody was living off your foundation that you built. You can see that person is about to be caught though, right? So I want to say that if somebody is in an energy where they had a realization that somebody was living off of them or treating them as an ATM, or, you know, that maybe you were with somebody who was digging for gold, I'm going to say, I think you've had the realization that you're the one that built it all. It's time for you to liberate yourself, stand up and be shown as the Emperor. The Tower is the realization. And it feels like, you know, with this Seven of Swords looking over at the Queen, it does feel like somebody was either using you for money or, using you for money, using you for your 3D accomplishments. So, you know, your car, your house, maybe you're the overgiver because the Queen of Pentacles is kind and loving that way. And I feel that you thought you would be getting it back, but I don't think you were getting it back. I think somebody here was just taking and taking. And that's why givers have to limit, because takers will always take, right? So I feel like you have a realization, look, I'm the Emperor. I brought all of this here. I built all of this. This is all mine. And I want to say that that's finally what cuts you out of this Eight of Swords here. Tell me about the Emperor, please. We do have the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So it does feel like it was a partnership. It felt like the partnership that you thought you were both working on. Turns out that you were the one that was working harder than the other person. I think the other person was really just taking advantage of being with you, because I feel like what I want to say to you is like the person that you are with is taking And I mean, I say take advantage, but understand that that person was taking advantage of you, but you were allowing it, right? It's a 50-50 thing here. It's like people think that they can blame it all on the other person, but you allowed it as well. So I'm going to say, Gemini, that you realize that you can no longer allow this. And the King of Wands tells me that you want to take action, but the Eight of Pentacles being here tells me that you thought that you were taking action, and, you know, I feel like you were... I feel like you were the one that was working the hardest. I want to say you were working harder than the other person in this partnership. And I feel like the way that they were taking advantage of you was like, I feel like you're really good looking, feminine or masculine. They like to have you on their arm. You were the person paying all the bills. You were the person paying for the trips and the dinners and the money. And it was all coming from you. It was all flowing from you. And then I feel like the universe tucks in and says, look, you're so close to the veil. Why aren't you listening to your intuition? That's what it feels like here, Gemini. So I feel like you are freeing yourself this weekend from the Eight of Swords energy, where you have obsessively been thinking about walking away from a situation, even though this person may be a soulmate, someone that you've known for years and years. It feels like you're walking away from a situation that no longer serves you here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, because you know there's other places where you can invest, right? There are other places where you can invest. And we've got the scarab beetle here. That is abundance, right? We know that the Ace of Pentacles is also the abundance, but I want to say it's a brand new path that you're opening up after you cut yourself away from this situation where I feel you were being taken advantage of until you realized you were. The Queen of Cups is somebody here who is really kind and loving, compassionate. This person is ready to share, I want to say. I feel like you're ready to share your love with someone. I'm just noticing that this queen is holding the fish and the top is off of the cup. So I feel like you are ready to share your love with somebody in the Ten of Pentacles energy in the future here. We do have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like you're now looking at the Ace of Cups, realizing that, you know, there really only were 7. It was overwhelming and confusing. I feel like you're on to bigger and better things here. She's got the 1 cup in her hand and she's looking in the cup, right? But there's 7 on the ground. Somebody walking away here who's realized their worth. They're in a red cape. I think it's the Emperor. So I feel like you are walking away from something you had been settling for, and you're out to find true love. I feel like you will find it because the Queen is here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. It feels like you were stuck in a cycle you couldn't get out of here, and the King of Swords set you free. I kind of love that, right? Because we're looking at this. It feels like somebody here came to set you free here, and I feel like it was your like the end of the cycle is here, right? 9 and 1, and 1 sword in the hand of the King is 10, and I feel like it feels like somebody, again, we've got partnership here. It feels like somebody came to kind of shake you awake and say, look, it's over. What are you doing? Like this is over. This person is taking you for in a partnership. So you probably have a business that somebody else was, that you were working really hard on, but the other person, I feel, is somebody who is, I'm going to say, using you for money, using you because you're good looking, using you because, you know, all of those things that they could show their friends. Look at my handsome or beautiful partner, and look how much money and pentacle stuff that I have. But it was all yours, Gemini. That's what it feels like. So it feels like you are here because you did leave a situation where you knew that you finally realized, you had a realization that you were being, yeah, it feels like somebody wasn't treating you right. They were taking your money and taking your stuff. That's what it was. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is the energy that we have here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. We have some Virgo energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It's all the signs. Scorpio and Aries here. All right. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, please, for this weekend. Sneak peek for the single Cancer for this weekend. Tell me what's coming up for Cancer, please. What is coming up for Cancer? Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, please look to the top of the comment section. There is a note pinned there. There's a 10% off sale for private reads until the 30th of June. All right, we have you in Hermit energy here. Why are you in Hermit energy? So we've got Virgo energy, and it feels to me like there's something that you are going inward about here, trying to find your light. I feel like it almost feels like you're trying to cultivate the light. So I have a guide, Charlie just showed me. It showed me the show Survivor. I don't know if you guys saw this last season, but I'm seeing those two people making fire at the very end of Survivor. They're making fire, and it almost feels like, you know, the hermit here is trying to keep the fire burning. I want to say that's what I'm feeling here. So it feels like you have gone into to try and stoke the fire, to try and make your light brighter. We do have the Queen of Swords. Look, we've got 3 readings so far. This is the 4th, and the Queen of Swords is shown up in every hand. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. To me, the Queen of Swords is a lesson that you've learned, that you have to be forthright, you have to be honest, you have to be truthful. And this Queen of Swords is always facing the truth, right? Not leaving anything on the back burner. I think you're going into this Hermit energy to face some sort of deep truths about yourself. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and while you're doing that, it's like, excuse me, I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's telling me that before you go any further, before you do anything else, you really have to take a deep dive into you and be truthful and honest with yourself. Do you have enough light? Have you gone over the details enough? I feel like you are spending some time alone this weekend, by yourself, and I feel like you're sort of putting a hold on everything else, that you are not taking not one more step forward until you can finally understand what's going on within you, which is really important. Virgo energy here, Libra here. What else we got here? We've got the Star. So you are hopeful. I feel like you are going into Hermit energy. You're going in by yourself. The Hermit energy, I should explain, right, for those of you who've never been watching tarot before. You know, when you go into Hermit energy, it's for self-preservation reasons. It's like, I don't want to listen to what anybody out there has to say. I have to find my own answers. And so I feel like you are going in for the purpose of healing, because it feels like you have hope that something here is going to work out in your favor, but you're really, before you make any decisions about anything, because we're going over the details so slowly, so slowly, tell me what you're going to realize here in Hermit energy. You're going in to be really truthful and honest with yourself about what you want. I feel like for you, you're probably going to be doing some shadow work. That's what it feels like, that you are really looking at the deepest, darkest parts of you here. And the greatest parts as well. Like, I want to say that you are the thinker this weekend. That's what it feels like with the Moon energy and the 3 of Cups. You're thinking about things that maybe you need to dive into just a little deeper. You're learning not to be scared of the dark, not to be afraid of the dark. I want to say things aren't as they seem, and that maybe it feels like with the 3 of Cups here, that you are thinking about the good along with the bad. I feel like you're really going over some things here. I think this is telling me that you are single, of course, with the 9 of Pentacles, but I feel like you know that you must really dive in deeply to the self, be honest. If I want to grow, if you want to grow, Cancer, you really got to be honest about where you're at and where you want to be, because if you don't have some sort of a goal, you're always going to stay where you're at, because where you're at, I think right now, is this energy of the Moon. So tell me what you find out in Hermit mode this weekend. We've got the 8 of Cups, we've got the Temperance card, and we have the 2 of Cups. I really do feel that you are thinking about, what is the best time for me to tell this person that I have big feelings for them, that I have bigger feelings than I thought I had. I feel like that might be a reason as well, that you're diving in deeply and being really honest with yourself. I have to be honest with myself. I've been emotionally detached, but I have to pick a moment, or I have to find a moment in time where it's appropriate for me to tell this person that I have a lot of feelings for them. I think you're hoping that things are going to work out in your favor. We got the Star here. There is somebody here that I feel that I want to say that they shine brighter than everyone else, and I feel that's the person that you're going to be speaking with here. But you're going to wait for the right moment of time, and so that's where temperance comes in. But it is also about, it's about healing, it's about balance, it's also about patience and waiting for things to go your way. I think that it will if you wait for the right time and place. And go with your intuition on that. We've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Hierophant. You think that this person is going to refuse your advances. And the Hierophant tells me that, the Hierophant coming up with the Two of Cups tells me that you have learned your lesson about something here, that you really do have really big feelings for this person. And I feel like they make you happy. You're happy with them. You're happy when they're around. I also want to say that you see that they are happy and single. And the Three of Swords is telling me that you have that you don't want to be disappointed, that if you tell this person about your feelings, is it going to work out the way you want it to? Let's talk about that. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight, and we have the Five of Swords. So I feel like the biggest concern for this person, whoever they are, is that I feel like they're not going to give you an answer right away, and I don't think you should take that as a no, because a no is only a no when it's verbalized, right? So, I mean, it can happen in different ways, like people putting distance between you and them, but don't settle for that. We've got the Queen of Swords energy here for a reason. Don't settle for that. Be really honest with yourself and them. I feel like this person won't answer you right away, but I want to say that this person also has romantic feelings for you. The thing is this, I feel like this person feels like you two are not compatible. They feel like you're not compatible, that maybe you have fundamental differences, that maybe this isn't the first time that you two have talked about feelings. But it feels like this is, the Knight of Swords. I feel like for some of you, the Knight of Swords is telling me that you're just going to wait for a moment of alchemy for this Temperance card energy, and then you're just going to say it. You're just going to throw it all at them all at once. Like you're just going to say, look, I have feelings for you, right? Like I feel like you're just going to say it. That's what it feels like here. So I feel like somebody is going to be admitting to the Empress here, that the Empress, being in the energy of the Empress, makes you feel very stable, very secure, makes you be in, you always know where you stand with the Empress, because the Empress is the Queen of Swords as well. And the first couple cards that came out were, the Queen of Swords and the Hermit energy. So I feel like you're being honest with yourself, therefore you're going to get honesty from this Empress. I feel like this Empress really stabilizes your energy, but I feel that you feel you're not going to get any justice with this person here. I feel like everything's about to change though, but you must open your mouth and say something. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and I feel like you're about to expand. Like this whole thing is about to grow bigger if you want it to. But you have to make a decision. Judgment card is here. You got to make a decision to say it, Cancer, because, not everybody is into taking hints, and actually that can be a dangerous place to be, taking hints, right? Somebody can misinterpret what's going on if we're not really honest with each other. So we do have Gemini energy. We do have some Taurus energy here. We have Sagittarius energy. We have Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. We have Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. All right. Let's talk about Leo. Tell me about single Leo for the weekend, please. Sneak peek for this weekend for single Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There's a pinned comment that has all the information you need. 10% off of my private reads until the 30th of June. Tell me about Leo. What is coming up this weekend? Sneak peek for the singles for this weekend. The single Leo, please. Tell me about the single Leo. Got the Three of Cups. You might get some sort of an invitation. You might get or give an invitation to go out and be among friends. Go out and do a little bit of celebration. I think it's time to have a little bit of fun, Leo. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. What are we celebrating? Where's the invitation coming from? Is it being sent or being received? We've got the Queen of Wands. So your energy, right? Possibly Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It's a general reading. And so I feel like you are the person who is going to be giving the invitation. That's what it feels like here. Because the Queen of Wands is always moving forward into the future. Tell me more about Leo. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands. So it does feel here like somebody somebody is looking at another person as very abundant. Something that maybe you would consider to be in for the long term. I feel like there, with the Queen of Wands energy here, I want to say that you might go rogue this weekend. That it feels like you are really looking at or moving forward toward the 10 Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands as well, which tells me that there's a lot of excitement, fiery creativity, new path that's opening. It feels like you're looking for a long-time connection, or a long-term connection is what it looks like here. So you might be able to meet somebody this weekend. It could be. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups here. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the King of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like you're emotionally available, emotionally ready to speak to someone about feelings. I feel like you're feeling like you're not just out there for the sake of being out there, like sending an invitation or receiving an invitation. You're not just going to go out there and celebrate and have fun. I feel like you have a purpose, and the purpose is I feel like you're looking for a long-term connection, someone that might want to, in the very near, like maybe not in the very near, but maybe in the future, that they might want some sort of commitment. I feel like you're looking for a commitment in love. You're looking for someone who has a cup available as well. You're looking for someone who's like you, emotionally available, emotionally aware. It feels like, though, I want to say that what you have a hard time with is expressing your emotions. So I feel like you go at things in fire, right? We have fire here. Two of Wands tells me prepare, because I feel like if you're looking for it, you're going to find it. I really do feel like you're at the crossroads here, and I feel like you're going to find the long-term abundance that you're looking for, the long-term relationship. Tell me about this Three of Cups, please. What's the celebration about? We've got the Devil energy. We've got, the Chariot. Somebody has gotten rid of some sort of devil energy here. So I feel like what you've done is you've moved away from some sort of an obsessive or compulsive way that you were living. It feels like the devil energy is telling me that the Chariot, you're leaving the devil energy behind, which I kind of like. So you are... maybe you were codependent, or maybe you were obsessively thinking or doing something that was not good for you spiritually, physically, or mentally. The Chariot energy tells me that you're now in balance, that your energies are now in balance, and so you can leave the devil energy behind, and you definitely are doing that here. The Six of Swords tells me that the place that was chaotic or choppy waters, right? We've got choppy waters under the feet of the Chariot here. The hooves of the horses. And so I feel like these energies, the black and white horses, tells me that you're now balanced. Feminine and masculine energies, they're balanced, right? I feel like you are balanced, and I feel like you're a little bit closer to showing emotions on the surface than you ever were. But I feel like you're finally leaving the devil energy, or you're leaving some sort of an addiction behind, or maybe you're spending too much money on something, or, spiritually, physically, mentally, in the pentacle world, there was something going on that was obsessive that you couldn't get rid of here, but you had a tower. It's a realization that this thing is holding me back from everything that I want. I'm not happy. I don't like it here. And I think that the fact that the Chariot showing up with the devil tells me that this is actually going to be a reality for you this weekend, because I feel like you're having some sort of a realization that I can't hang on to the way I was before in the past. It's just not serving you, right? We do have the Nine of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So I want to say that you have a realization that you've been stuck in a very toxic cycle for a long while, and I think it's a mental cycle because of the Nine of Swords. So I feel like it's some sort of something that you were thinking of, or over and over and over again here. Seven of Pentacles, it was really hard work, and you're like, I don't know why I put all the energy into staying in this toxic energy. It's lonely. It's not good for me. It makes me feel sad. It feels like it was confusing. Like, why was I putting so much energy into staying in this toxic energy here? And the thing is understand that toxic people don't know they're toxic. So if you've realized it, You're one step ahead of the toxic people. You're now stepping out of the toxicity, and it's time for you to move forward. I see this as some beautiful healing. It takes a tower, of course, but it feels like it's a realization that you have been stuck in a cycle that you've been putting a lot of energy and time into. And what was the point of that? All it was yielding for you was the Nine of Swords. What's going on in the future? It's a big decision that you made here. I love it. To get some balance. Look at that. I really love that for you. You make this really big decision to get some balance. You show up as the King of Swords. Now you're all about truth and honesty and justice and, facing things head on, face first. I'm no longer hiding from stuff. So it does feel like somebody's having some sort of a major realization this weekend that what I was doing wasn't working for me. What I always did is what I always got. I always got what I always got because I always did what I always did. And I think that you've had a realization that you can't have a loving, shared commitment with deep love and happiness and fun and passion and all of that. You can't have that if you just don't get out of this energy. So I feel like somebody is going to experience some sort of a tower this weekend, and it feels like it's all going to lead to this. It's going to lead to some beautiful love, a commitment. Of course, not right away, but I feel like this is the first step that you're making, and I think that's a really great first step. Yeah, you're ready to invest in you. I love that for you, Leo. You're ready to invest in you. And you do have to do that before whatever it is that you wanted, right? The commitment, the love, and the Two of Cups. If you want that, you must invest in yourself first, because nobody out there is going to bring enough to your life to fill all the holes that are within you. And I think that the holes that were within you is the Chariot, the devil energy, but the Chariot's here to tell me you're not putting up with that stuff anymore. You're no longer smack talking yourself. So we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Virgo and Pisces energy here. We have Scorpio. We have Cancer energy. We have Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Taurus. Bravo, Leo. I like it. All right. Virgo. What's going on with Virgo, please, this weekend? But the single Virgo. Sneak peek for the weekend for the single Virgo, please. Tell me what's going on with Virgo. Tell me what's going on with Virgo. Virgo, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the top of the comment section. Pinned a note, 10% off till the 30th. All the info you need is there. Tell me about Virgo. We've got Seven of Cups. Something here is a bit confusing or overwhelming. It's like you need to make a choice and you're not sure what choice to make here because it's of the heart space. It's an emotional choice and you have a lot of opportunities or options, so it's become overwhelming and you don't want to make a wrong decision. So here you sit in this confusion energy here. I feel like you won't be there for much longer. The Chariot's here, which is telling me that you are making some emotional decision to move forward here. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and so the Chariot is telling me that you are leaving the Seven of Cups with the love energy that you have, like Cancer energy, right? It's time to move forward here. And the Five of Wands in the reverse is, if it's going to come up in your reading, my friend, you might as well be the Five of Wands in the reverse, because I feel like you are finally releasing whatever you've been holding in, Virgo. Whatever, it feels like somebody here, a Virgo, has been smack talking themselves. And I mean, understand that you don't have to be a Virgo sun, right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I feel like if you're coming here for this read, it feels like it's I feel like you are the person who has decided that you are not going to say harsh things to yourself anymore about not being able to make a decision in love or a decision through all of these opportunities. I really feel like with the Chariot here, that the Chariot is headed towards the Five of Wands in the reverse. So I want to say this weekend that you're going to finally let it go. You're going to finally let go of whatever's in your head, and it's going to cause stability. I love it. So it's going to cause stability here, stability of the mind. Now, I feel like you were breaking your own heart by staying here in this place. I feel like you were, the Three of Swords is here, right? This person is holding on to the Ace. And so I feel like the Ace being on the floor, that it's like before I say something that I'll regret, before I say something that I don't mean, before I say something that's going to hurt somebody's feelings, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to rest. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to rest the mind, get stability in the mind. I feel like you're going to be here for a little bit. But your hand's on the Ace of Swords, which tells me that you are going to make your cut. You're going to make your cut from all of these cups here, I feel like you're going to make the cut. And once you get this stable mind energy going here, Virgo, I feel like you will make a decision. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please, for Virgo. We do have the Temperance card. Yeah, it's going to come in a moment of alchemy, my friend. And I want to say wait for a shift of energy here. It feels like you are making some sort of really big decision about a soulmate here. And I feel, you know, this can represent, the Seven of Cups can represent all of the soulmates that you have. Look, I don't know why people get stuck on one soulmate back there, that you end up giving up the rest of your romantic life because you're stuck to some sort of memory of somebody. But I feel like you're not doing that anymore. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities. You are going to make a decision, but I want to say don't force it. Don't force it, because Temperance is here. Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. It's already been decided. The energy will shift for you. You'll wake up one day, literally, and say, wow, I think I can do that today. And that's when you will do it. The Six of Wands is here and tells me you are going to get the victory. You always were. You always were going to get the victory, but you first had to change. You had to change the way you were thinking. And so when you change the way you're thinking, things don't no longer start feeling like they're overwhelming anymore. Now you know that you just need to make the cut. That's all. You need to make the cuts, and you need to do what's good for you. I feel like you are making a decision about some sort of a soulmate. Yeah, a very deep connection here. And when I say soulmate here with the very deep connection, it's like the Four of Wands tells me that maybe you've been bombarded by synchronicities, like numerical synchronicities. And the Lovers in the Six of Cups is telling me that you have a long history with somebody here, and you are picking that person. Out of all of these cups here, I feel like you are picking that person. Everything's about to change for you, my friend, because of the decision that you're making here. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Who are you picking, and what goes on from here for Virgo, please? You are about to take some sort of action here. The King of Wands never does a damn thing unless he's feeling inspired. I say he because there's a man on the card, but don't confuse with the men and the women on the cards. This is feminine or masculine energy. The King of Wands is essentially a person, yes, absolutely. But you could have fire in the chart. You don't have to. But to me, in this reading, it's indicating that you are going to feel inspired at the moment of alchemy here. The moment of alchemy and the divine timing. Fated energies are coming in. When you feel that you are inspired to go or inspired to make this decision, I feel like you will do it then. And so don't make it because the tarot lady said you should make it. Make it when it feels right. Feel it out. Use your intuition. That's what it's for. We've got the Emperor energy. It feels like you're going to be taking control of some sort of a situation here. I feel like you've been sort of shut off and shut down, maybe just not communicating with the person who we're talking about here. They could be a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Leo, maybe a Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, possibly. I feel like you've been not stepping forward, I want to say, with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've been keeping it to yourself, not saying much, not saying anything, but I feel like you're about to step forward here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords. I feel like you're ready for some type of battle with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's the person you are picking. And with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like nobody's really putting effort or energy. It's like you feel like... I want to say that this Queen of Pentacles is someone who's also not perfect, right? The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is grounded and solid and sturdy. I want to say, Virgo, this could be your energy, right? Queen of Pentacles is feminine or masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like you're realizing, look, I'm not perfect. I know that you want to be. Maybe you're just telling people you're not perfect, but you know that you are. Look, you're all about the details. You're all about doing things in a moment of perfection, right? It feels like you don't want to do it unless, and sometimes that'll stop you from making decisions to do things because you always feel imperfect and you're so hard. Virgo is so hard on themselves. So the Five of Swords here, I feel like you think that this Queen is going to give you a hassle. It feels like that there is, in a moment of alchemy, you will be deciding. Maybe you're deciding about the King of Wands. Maybe you're deciding about another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Cancer, maybe a Sagittarius, or any of the other fixed signs I mentioned. We do have the Fool, we have the High Priestess, and we have the King of Swords. So it's in your soul. I think that your intuition is telling you it's time. It's going to be time this weekend, I feel, to open conversation with someone, which will in effect open a new chapter with the Fool energy here. It's time to stop being shut off and shut down. It's time to stop holding yourself back because you feel like you're not perfect enough. You're not perfect. I know that you think you are, but you're not perfect. And I don't think it's you that thinks you're perfect, because that sounds derogatory, and that's not how I mean it at all. I mean that what holds you back is the imperfections. Like, you think that everything must be in place before I move forward. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to get on the path first and deal with everything after that. As long as you have your intuition, my friend, you're going to make the right decisions. You're going to make the right decisions and say the right things. And I feel like you'll say it in the right way, Piscean energy. But for now, I think that right now, as I drop these cards, I feel like you are sort of stuck in this energy of knowing that who you love, knowing the person that you want to move forward to here, but being stuck in a cycle, in a mental cycle. So as soon as you can get yourself unstuck from that cycle, I feel like you're going to have enough courage to move yourself forward here. All right. So we have Leo energy. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have more Aries energy. Libra, sorry, not Libra, but Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Sagittarius energy here again. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. Excuse me. All right. Libra. Here we go. Let's talk about Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, singles for the weekend. Tell me about Libra for the weekend. Singles for the weekend, please. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look to the top of the comment section. There is a 10% off sale on private reads till the 30th of June. Everything you need is down there. Tell me about Libra. What's coming up for Libra this weekend? The single Libra, please. Well, we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Moon energy. Something is coming to the surface. Something's about to be revealed to you that's going to make you very happy. Tell me what this is, please. We've got Pisces and Cancer energy. I want to say that you kind of already knew that this was going to be showing itself or was going to be revealed to you here. What's being revealed to Libra this weekend, please? We do have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like it's a new romantic path. We got the Ace and we got the 9. That's 10 cups. It feels like it's going to make you really very emotionally happy. We've got the Six of Swords. So I feel like the Six of Swords is telling me that that you've now decided that you're going to move to calmer waters. And I feel like what's being revealed to you is happiness. I feel like you're on a new path. You're ready for a new partner. You have let go of something in the past that was maybe hiding in the dark. Look, there's so much benefits to doing shadow work. And if you don't know what that is, please go to, type 10 of Cups Tarot into the search bar on YouTube, and then hit the search energy, the search icon on my page and type in shadow work. There's a video there if you don't know what shadow work is. But I feel like somebody here is what's being revealed to you is that happiness is a choice. Like, it is a choice to get in the boat and move and go to a place that is calmer than where you are. So I feel like it's a choice that what's being revealed to you, because you've made a choice to move forward, is that what's being revealed to you is happiness. That's what it feels like. And this is happy and single with the 9 of Cups here. Yeah, it's a realization. I really like it. A realization that your balance really does come from surrendering to your source. I feel like you finally just threw your hands in the air, Libra, and said, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Tell me what to do then. And if you would just tell me what to do, I just need balance. I need clarity. I need it looks like you're looking at something from the opposing point of view. Maybe you saw it as an opposing point of view, but it feels like you are getting clarity on maybe someone else's point of view. Got Pisces energy here and Cancer. We've got Leo energy here. With the sun here, there is something here that's revealing itself to you. When I see the moon and the sun, it's like something changes overnight. But for me, the moon in the reverse is the sun. So something's being revealed. It is a breakthrough that's going to give you balance. And the balance is that you're seeing something from a different perspective. You've changed your mind. That's what it looks like to me. You've changed your mind. And we do have the Six of Swords here that tells me that in changing your mind, that you are, or you're about to change your mind, that you are now going to a calmer place, I want to say, in the mind. Tell me what's going on here. We have the Magician, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords. There you are. So this is Aquarius energy, but also Libra and Gemini in this reading. I want to say that you are slowly but surely moving toward the truth. Being honest with yourself. I feel like this King of Swords is telling me that you're growing up, like it mentally, I want to say. And the Magician energy tells me that you've always had the tools, Libra, to move forward, to find the truth, to see the truth. You've always had the tools, but please understand that that everybody has all the tools. Every single person on the earth has all the tools they need to be successful, to do what it is that they want to do. But not all of us see it. Not all of us see that we have the tools. So until we come to a realization that opens our eyes and we can actually see things under the sun, the Magician has been standing here waiting for you to start manifesting whatever it is that you want. And it's been taking forever, because I don't think it's just until now, when the sun came out and the moon is in the reverse, that you realize that you actually do have all the tools. And then you start moving slowly towards this truth here. Tell me about the King of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands, we've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Six of Wands. So I want to say that once the truth is revealed to you, you realize immediately that you can have any victory that you want. And I really love that for you. So I feel like you can have any victory that you want with the Six of Wands here. I know you've been through a hard time, but I want to say it's time now for you to, instead of overthinking everything, Six of Swords, instead of overthinking everything, it's time for you to get on the horse. It's time for you to get on the horse, and you may have fallen off of it before, but I think it's time for you to get on the horse, and it's time for you to aggressively pursue whatever it is that you want to pursue. Look, a lot of people complain about, I'm too old, I'm losing time, blah, 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 blah. But if you sit in your life and you don't do anything, and you don't pay attention to your passions, the things that you really want to run at, and you don't talk about it, you don't speak it into the universe, like things just don't move forward. I feel like you have finally had a realization that there is another side to life. The other side is possibly love, possibly happiness, right? Excitement. It's time for you to drop your wands. It's time for you to time for you to drop these burdens here. And I think that you will in good time. But I want to say that there have been a lot of burdens that you've been carrying around that you have created from relationships that didn't work out. And I think that it's taken a process here, as you can see. It's taken a really long time frame or process. Maybe you've been on this journey for a while. I feel like with the Ten of Wands, it's a choice at that point. You know, the wands that you carry are not the choice. The choice is to hold on to them. So I feel like you have to make a decision to drop all of these wands, because I feel like when the Ten of Wands shows up in the reverse, you refuse to drop them. You have a choice to do it, but you're not making the choice. So I feel like you are about to make a choice to disconnect from anything that is not helping you. I feel like the Page of Cups tells me you're looking for new love, and you're going to find it. The Lovers is here. You're going to find new love, but I feel like you need to get more social. You need to get out amongst people, get more social, give an invitation, get an invitation. But it feels like you've had some sort of a beautiful soft awakening here, or realization that you always had the tools. It's time to move forward, time to be honest with yourself and other people. It's time to go after the passions of your heart. And I feel like it's a choice. Yeah, it's a choice that you're making here. All right. We do have, we have Gemini energy, Gemini again. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Virgo, Aries energy. We've got Leo energy here. We've got Cancer and Pisces energy. All right, Scorpio. Tell me what's going on with Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Okay, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive, Scorpio. There it is. Tell me about Scorpio, please. These cards won't bend today. It's been raining, and so it's been kind of humid. And so some of my decks, they end up like not bending and sticking to each other. All right. Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the top of the comment section. I've pinned a comment there. There's a sale on 10% off until the end of June. All the information you need is there. Tell me about transformation. There is something that's about to end, so something else can begin, Scorpio. Maybe something has already ended. Tell me about the Death card, please. We've got the Ace of Cups. So I want to say what has ended is probably another relationship. That's what it feels like. But I want to say that what is transforming is how you feel in the heart space here. That's where the transformation lies, and that's what's putting you on this brand new path here. We've got the Knight of Wands. Kind of like that. So I feel like what you're doing here is you have finally decided to follow the passions of your heart. I want to say that you've decided that it's time to maybe take a little risk. It's time to move forward really quickly to whatever it is that you want. I feel like you're feeling transformed. And when I say that, I think that you're feeling a little bit lighter, or by the weekend. I feel like over the weekend, something will happen that you'll feel a little lighter, because we do have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And to me, this is water and fire, which is temperance. And so it feels like things are going to shift and feel very balanced, very good, very healed. Like it feels like this transformation here, whatever has ended, I feel like it's brought on something that's really beautiful. It's going to be like a new passionate path, passionate, loving path that you're going to be on, because it feels like somebody here is in this Four of Swords energy. Fours are always about stability, and it's about healing the mind. It's about being stable in the mind. We've got more fours here. You're about to get stability in your pentacle world, because that's the way you're viewing it, understand. I feel like you're now viewing it from a very mentally stable standpoint. And not to say that you weren't mentally stable. I'm just saying that somebody here has gone into heal, I want to say. And in that healing, I feel like you've had a realization that that you can decide to move forward anytime that you want. The Knight of Wands is here, ready to go, always raring to go. Tell me what is transformed, please. We have, yeah, you've come across some information, something that oh boy, yeah, it's like you've had some sort of a realization after digging up some sort of information. I want to say either you're studying something, or you were trying to find an answer, maybe asking your source or the universe for the answer. I feel as though you've been on this path for a really long time, like searching for an answer. When do things change? Like it feels like we get on a path where we're always doing the right thing, always doing the thing that makes us feel good. And it's like, the universe wants us to keep repeating that. Repeat whatever is making you feel good. And I feel like you've been on this path of nurturing the self for a while. That's what it feels like. And so we have the Tower energy, and I feel like it's a realization. The realization is I've been putting in all the work in the wrong places. I feel like you now realize that what is the glue that holds everything together is your mental health. And I feel like you made some sort of decision to end something that wasn't good for the mental health. And now that you've done it, it makes you feel lighter. The Tower comes, and look, whenever we're making big decisions to move forward, if you move forward to a new job, well, everything that had to do with the old job, the friendships, the things that you created within that energy are then going to be falling to the ground. You no longer are in that timeline. You've gone to a new timeline. And I feel like this Tower energy is telling me that you've put in a lot of hard work into things that didn't necessarily yield much, but I feel like it's because it takes some time. It takes effort and patience, right? Practicality in order to be able to come to a realization. When the Death card and the Tower show up, it's because there's been some massive realization that where I was going, the way I was pointed, or what I was doing, what relationship I was in, what job I was in, I was in the wrong place. And when you have that realization, I feel like you immediately end the relationship, the job, whatever it is, the friendship, and you move forward on this new path where you've decided you're going to move at it through the heart space. Tell me what the Tower brought, please. Tell me about the Tower. And Tower and the Death card, please. Oof. So somebody's leveled up here. That's what it looks like. Somebody's had a realization. And I want to say for some of you, this is you leveling up to the Empress energy. But for others of you, I feel like it's you've had a realization about the Empress. And you have a lot of love for this person. And now you want this new beginning. I feel like it's time for you to reach out to this person and get some balance with them in the 3D. There's something here with the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to say it's already growing. And when the Page of Pentacles shows up to me, it's a confirmation that things are moving in the right direction, but you don't know it, you can't see it, you can't feel it. It feels like things are already moving in the right direction. Having the realization about the Empress and that all the feelings that you have for this person means that we've already rooted the Page of Pentacles. That you're already ready to say something to this person. Tell me about the Empress, please. Tell me about the Empress. Look at the King of Cups. There you are. The King of Cups is now finally in balance. You're finally in balance here, and now you can move forward. I feel like it's because you've had some sort of a really deep realization about the place that you were at, feeling like you were putting all the hard work in by yourself, or feeling like you were putting in a lot of hard work and you weren't yielding a lot of results. Well, here's the results of the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like it's a realization that you put in work, and when you put in work on yourself, then you start to realize things. Now you start moving different, treating people different, treating yourself differently. But I feel like mostly you've had a realization that there is somebody here who is the Empress, and I feel like you have a lot of feelings for them. A lot. Because when the King of Cups shows up, tells me that you are ready. Yeah, you're ready. You're on point. Your heart chakra is open. We can see this in the picture, right? We can see that the heart chakra has this burst of energy. So for some of you, it feels like your heart chakra may have opened. And for those of you who have never experienced that, and those of you who have, maybe you can tell me your what happened with you in the comments. But for me, it was sitting essentially on the sofa, and it almost felt like heart palpitations. I actually thought, like, what is that? Like, I have anxiety, so I have health anxiety, and so I'm always feeling like I'm dying. But I got these heart palpitations, and they only lasted for like a minute, but it was heart palpitations, and then it completely went away, and I thought, what is that? Like, it almost felt like it went from my tailbone all the way up my back, and it affected my heart. It almost felt like a jolt of energy. I want to say that if that's you, you may have felt that energy, feeling like scared for a moment. Maybe I'm sick, maybe something's going on. Like, that's not what it was. What it was that your heart chakra was opening. Now you're emotionally available, emotionally aware. You now know what you want, and I feel like you're connected now. I want to say you're connected to the universe. You're connected to back to yourself. You've got this balance here. And the Six of Swords tells me that the 4 and the 6 are 10. That you are now you've in effect pulled yourself out of some sort of terrible cycle where maybe you were feeling used or talked to badly or treated badly. It feels like you've had a realization that that's not the place you wanted to be. And so it was choppy waters, and you're done. She's got her suitcase in hand. I feel like somebody moved out. Somebody left a situation and moved out. That's what this ending is here. But I feel like it's because of this realization. The realization that you deserve more, that you can't be without the Empress. This seems like there's many revelations here. I feel like you are going back around to the Empress here. That's what it feels like, the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. I feel like for the longest time you did stand your ground, but it was because you didn't understand the situation. It feels like the depth of the situation that you were in. The Judgment card tells me that you're making a big decision about the King of Cups energy, and that is that you have realized it's time to go back around to the Empress, I think, because the 7 of Wands tells me that you've been holding ground, or you've been holding your ground with this person, but through all of the work you've done, right? She's on the pillow, she's in prayer mode here, or manifestation mode. Maybe she's meditating. She's in the pink bubble. She's safe there, safe from everybody's words and the way people are poking at her. I feel like you've realized that before any more time passes, it's time to go. It's time to go get the Empress. That's what it feels like here. 7 of Swords is you're doing it under cloak of night. I feel like you're doing it secretly, not telling anybody. You are probably going to reach out to this person here, but you're not telling anybody in your life that you're doing it. I feel like you're going to do it on the down low. So we do have Scorpio energy. We do have Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, Libra, and Taurus. We have more Scorpio energy, so much Scorpio energy, so much Scorpio energy. All about you, my friend. All right. Sagittarius. Your turn, my friend. Oh, I just looked at the timer on my camera here, and it said 12333. That's what it said. All right. Let's find out what's going on for you, Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sagittarius. Sag, if you're interested in a private read, there is a sale on 10% off until the end of the month. Everything you need is pinned in a comment at the comments section just under this video. Tell me what's going on with Sagittarius, please. The single Sagittarius sneak peek for this weekend for single Sagittarius. Tell me what's going on for Sag. You've got the Six of Wands. Look, you're going to get some sort of victory. It feels like if you have been moving really slow towards something that you wanted the victory on, I feel like you're finally there. I want to say you're finally ready to step over the finish line. The Six of Wands, that's Leo energy. It feels like you are going to get a lot of attention. People are going to be celebrating you. And it feels like there is something that you wanted to accomplish, Sag, that I feel like you're going to be noticed for accomplishing. No matter how small or big the compliment might be. It might be someone that says, oh, you got your hair done. Or it could be something like, you got this victory, you built that business all by yourself. Like it feels like it's can be varying levels, right? Tell me about the Six of Wands. We've got the Page of Coins. Something new is about to begin here because you're reaching some sort of milestone or some sort of this person on the Six of Wands, right, is celebratory. It's about getting the victory, coming back from the fight, from the war, right? Celebrating that I'm still alive, I'm still here, I'm still standing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Elton John, isn't it? I'm still standing. Yeah. Tell me about the Page of Coins. We've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Page of Swords. So it does feel like here that there is somebody here that you've been watching. I think Sagittarius, or somebody's been watching you. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Queen of Wands, who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and I feel like you have either been watching someone or they've been watching you. Somebody here might be waiting for the right moment to say something. It's like somebody's come back to town or wants the victory with you. Or maybe you want the victory with them. Take it as it resonates for you. It could be the backwards reading for some of you, right? If you're cross-watching. Tell me about yeah, thank you. So we've got the six of Wands. I don't know why I can't say the words. The Four of Pentacles is here. I feel like you've been holding on. Like I want to say you've been holding on to this victory here, hoping to get this victory for a while. And it was taking a transformation. Oh, it is building a business possibly. It feels like confidence for some of you. It does. It feels like somebody is going to get recognition this weekend. If you're someone who has started and built a business, I feel like you're going to get recognition for that through somebody, through a comment somebody makes, and it doesn't have to be even someone that you know. It could be someone that you don't know. But it feels like you found there's this newfound confidence that you have because you held on with the Four of Pentacles to a moment in time when you would get the victory. And I think that's about to show up this weekend. It feels like you've transformed yourself. Like it feels like people are going to be noticing that you're more confident, that you built something all on your own. And it's almost like a moment of pride, I want to say, that they're going to notice that changes have taken place for you. Some of the changes are that you feel more confident, that you are doing really well at something you built, which could be a business for some of you. Or a life, take it as it resonates. But we do have the Ten of Cups, and it tells me that people are noticing, they're watching you, because it feels like they notice now that you're super happy, that you've got this emotional happiness that you've never had before, that you feel very content. I'm going to say you feel very content. I feel like it's because of possibly some self-mastery that has been working. We've got the Page of Coins here, and we have the Nine of Coins. We have 10 coins. Look, I feel like, Sag, whoever I'm talking to, that you've had an absolute turnaround. I feel like you've had an absolute glow up. I feel like either you got this new job that pays gobs more than you used to, or you have a new position, which is like maybe you were an associate and now you're a manager, a middle management, or, maybe you're the vice president or president. I don't know, but this is the Empress, the pre-Empress energy, right? And so I feel like you're making so much more money. You're so much more balanced. I feel like the things are just going your way for sure. And I think someone's about to notice it here, or someone already has noticed it, because it feels like with this Queen of Wands, they see you as someone who is tenacious, whether you're feminine or masculine, tenacious. You can do it on your own. You color outside the lines. Anything that comes to kill you only makes you stronger. There's just no way for anyone to stop you. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's just no way stopping Sagittarius right now. It feels like there is something that is arriving here. It feels like you are going to be having to make some sort of a choice, and it might be on the fly. It feels like it could be a really quick decision that you have to make here, because I feel like you are about to get some communication, possibly from an Aries. It could be a Scorpio as well. Could also be a Virgo, maybe. Could be another fire sign for sure. But I want to say with the 6 and the 2, that's 8. And to me, that's fast-moving energy. It feels like you are going to get some sort of communication here from somebody who's probably going to say, hey, look at you standing in your strength. I like that. Somebody has noticed that you've tamed the lion. Somebody has noticed that you're strong enough to tame the self, strong enough to hold back, but only let the lion loose when you need to let the lion loose. And, that you did it scared. Like the courage, the strength card is about courage. It's not about conquering something. It's about doing it scared, doing it afraid, doing it nervous. It's like somebody is acknowledging that, that you have brought yourself to a place of great strength. Great strength, a lot of money. You're having a lot of victory. A lot of people have their eyes on you. It could be because you are on social media. It doesn't have to be. But we do have the Queen of Swords, and you're the truth talker. I like it, Sag. I love it, in fact. You have turned into the Queen of Swords. I always see the Queen of Swords as a lesson, because to me, the Queen of Swords is the hardest queen to learn. It's hard. It's so hard to stand up in your life and just be honest with people around you, because that's when you start to lose people. When you start to be honest with yourself, you must be honest with other people. And a lot of people don't like honesty. They would rather hide behind their filters on Instagram, right? They don't want the truth. And so you're not a hit at parties. I always like to say that about the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is always going to speak the truth. But I feel like it takes... This person is going to say to you, I know that it has taken a lot of courage, a lot of chutzpah to get to where you are right now. And I feel like you're looking at them like, yeah, well, whatever. I knew I could do it. I don't know why you doubted me. Like, I feel like you're looking at this person like, well, fine. Yeah, thanks, I guess. I don't think you're like jumping all over them, thanking them for their blessings of whatever it is that you already accomplished that they didn't help you with, by the way. We do have the 4 of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking good. You know what? The Emperor's coming around. They see this person. Like, the thing is, you can't call in any energy that's not your own. So I say the Emperor is coming in, but I also believe that you're the Emperor. I really feel like you've taken charge of your life. You've built a business, or maybe a few businesses. You're somebody who is the conqueror. You've conquered your fears. You've conquered, like, the courage is here. You've conquered your fears. You're conquered your fear of speaking up and being honest with people. I feel like it's made you money. I feel like you're monetizing it. Or if you haven't, I think that you should. We do have the 4 of Swords, which tells me your mental health is in check. And I want to say that you now take care of people who would come up against you, Sag, who would be in conflict and disagreement with you. I feel like you've grown enough to a point where you're not even going to let it get to you anymore, because the Queen of Swords isn't like that. She answers intelligently. She answers with wisdom. She answers with authority. But it's because she knows what she knows, right? But she answers in a balanced way because she's Libra. I love this for you. So I feel like the person who is going to be communicating with you, this 8 of Swords, is someone who is, because there's an Emperor here standing on a balcony claiming victory. So I feel like the Emperor is your energy, but I also feel like you're calling in what is you. So I think that this Emperor is showing up in the future. That's what it feels like. Why do we have the Devil? Because the Lovers is in the reverse. And we do have the 2 of Pentacles. I do feel like this this energy, Capricorn energy here, is telling me that you're not interested. Like your focus is actually not on relationship right now. I want to say your focus is on you. It's on your balance, your pentacle world, making decisions in your pentacle world. I feel like this Emperor is going to show up and claim that they are your soulmate, or claim that they've always had feelings for you. Deal with it as it comes. I don't have a horse in the race. I'm not telling you what to do, but the Lovers is in the reverse. And so it's like this person shows up wanting you to make a choice, but are you going to make the choice? You may or may not, but I feel like there is a choice that you're going to have to make. Like somebody's going to ask you face to face, is this what you want to do with me? Like, you don't want to be in my life? Do I want to be in your life? Like, I feel like somebody is giving you some type of an offer here. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So this person's coming in to be very honest with you. They've gained some clarity, and they've had some sort of a really tough ending. I feel like the Emperor is leaving a relationship, probably. They've been betrayed in some sort of situation. But I want to say that even though they've been betrayed in that situation, they've realized that the end is actually beginning, right? Because the end is the Ten of Swords, and it's a tough place to be. But a lot of us won't approach the Ten of Swords because we don't want to have to go through the hurt, the betrayal, all the stuff that goes along with the Ten of Swords. But this Emperor is brave, right? Really brave, and is used to dealing with things in adversity. Like the Emperor makes hard decisions as well as the really easy ones. So I feel like with the Nine of Cups here, that this person is single and happy. I feel like they have had an ending, and I feel like they're coming in for you. We do have the King of Wands. Somebody is your soulmate here, right? And this also tells me that you are gonna, we've got the Page here, and we've got the Page of Wands and the Sun. You are going to get communication. Look, it's probably coming this weekend. If you connect with this, it's probably coming this weekend. If it doesn't, I would be surprised, because the Sun is here. It's a breakthrough of communication. The silence is ending here, and somebody is taking action. And I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else. All right. So we do have Leo energy here. We have Leo. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We have Capricorn energy. We have Gemini, more Capricorn. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got the Strength card, which is Leo. We've got Scorpio energy here. Lots of fire. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think I already said that. And then we have more Leo energy here. Alrighty. Let's find out what's going on with you, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is going on with single Capricorn this weekend. Weekend for the singles. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, there is a 10% off sale. Go to the top of the comment section. You'll see the note pinned there. All the information you need is there. Sale is on till the 30th of June. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this weekend for the single Capricorn? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So I feel although you're ready for your wish fulfillment, you're ready to receive, I feel like it's like you're like, where is it though? Tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Judgment card. We've got the World. Look at that. And we have the Five of Wands. So I want to say that there is a... I feel like you have to make a decision. And the decision is, I feel like the reason that your wish fulfillment isn't showing up, Capricorn, is because you haven't yet made a decision to close the last chapter. And it feels like you're hesitating to close the last chapter. In fact, you're beating yourself up about it. So the last chapter is, I think I'm talking about a relationship. So you're still carrying energy, or you're still thinking about on a loop. You're still thinking about the person back there, which means your energy is still connected to theirs, because when you think about them, they will think about you. I feel like you've been hesitating to close a chapter here. And we do have the card of Judgment here. So I want to say that you need to make the decision to close a chapter and walk through the portal to the new beginning, because I feel like you've been holding off, and the reason that your wish fulfillment hasn't shown up is because you can't let go of the person in the past. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse, please, for Capricorn. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Wands. Look, I really do feel like when you decide to let go of this person in the past here, because I feel like you are single, but I feel like you can't let them go mentally. Like I think that you're still connected to them energetically. So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's telling me that it's time. Things are about to expand and move forward. And as soon as you close this door, and as soon as you decide that it's like when you think about somebody and they're in the past, I feel like it's almost involuntary, because thoughts and things from the past are going to show up, right? Usually about 18 months worth, they're going to show up, and that is like, how are you going to deal with that when it shows up? I feel like what you need to do is say to the universe, like, instead of pushing it away and saying, no, I don't want to think about that, I suggest that you say, thank you for that beautiful memory, but I don't need it anymore. I'm going to send it back to you. So I feel like in doing that, that you sort of create more and more space between you and the person from the past. And the World card, once you close the door, once you finally close the door, look at this. We have reciprocal energy. You start to get engaging with other people. We've got the Eight of Wands here. It feels like you start to give reciprocal energy to people and they start to give it back. You start to expand, right? The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's divine timing. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to move forward in a very fortunate way here. But it's going to all hinge on your ability to be able to close the door. Tell me about the decision to close the door. Who are we closing the door on? It could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, maybe a Virgo, possibly a Pisces, maybe. We've got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got Temperance. So I feel you're going to do it organically, I want to say. I don't think you need to force yourself, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to do it organically. There is going to be a feeling, I'm going to say, a feeling, a shift of energy, if you might want to say, where you're going to, something is going to make you finally close the door on that and stop thinking about it. Temperance is here. It's a moment of alchemy and a moment of clarity here, that it's time for you to go on a new path, right? With the Page of Pentacles, it's like, it's already there. It's already waiting. The path is already clear. If you want it, you can go on it, but you must let go first in order to be able to move forward. Who's on the path ahead, please, for Capricorn? Look at that. A long-term relationship. It's something that you want, my friend. We've got the Tower and we've got the Strength card. So I feel like once you close the door, I feel like the Tower shows up, and as you're trying to close the door to the past, the Tower shows up to throw everything to the ground, to make sure that you do not go back there. It's total destruction, right? It's the fall of the Tower. It's everything that you had built up, all the things you thought you were. I feel like somebody here is at a place in their life where they've realized that they've stripped away all of the labels that society and life has put on them, and it's time to move forward here. I feel like once you do close the door, this comes in pretty quickly, though. That's what it feels like here. It could be a Leo. It could be a Scorpio. Yeah, look at this. Love, the Two of Cups. And yeah, you're moving on. And it's the type of love where you can be who you are. You can be authentic, say the things you want, be really truthful, and you're still going to be in the calm waters. Because understand, people think that the Queen of Swords is the one who makes the waters messy, but she's not. She's the one who's just being honest with herself, honest with other people, and it's going to cause people to leave your life. It is. But I'm telling you that if those people can't handle the truth, you don't want them in your life anyway. I feel like love is coming here. I feel like that's what you're moving toward here. You're moving toward a really beautiful, deep, honest love, compassionate, kind, loving here. It really feels like there's something beautiful coming up. So please take a moment to realize that if the wish fulfillment hasn't arrived yet, it's not because you're not worthy of it. You are. It's already here. It's already here, my friend. It's like you can't see it because you're still stuck to this thing in the past here. And once you start to slowly move away from those memories, I feel like whatever you want shows up for you, and then you can pursue it. The Queen is here. You probably will get some sort of a message from somebody here with the Page. Maybe it's telling me you're going on a brand new exciting path, because that's what the Queen of Wands would do, right? She does those things. She's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Sagittarius energy here: Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Scorpio and Leo. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, and Pisces energy. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Let's find out what's going on for Aquarius singles, please, for the weekend. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius singles. Tell me about Aquarius singles, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. I have pinned a comment to the top of the comments. There is a 10% off sale until the 30th of June. Okay, so we start out with the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles tells me that you're hard at work. And it's interesting because from a distance, you see the Five of Pentacles, right? But as we look close up, we can see that there's more plans being made for more pentacles. So I feel like you're going over the details of something, making sure that you're not making any mistakes. Tell me why the Eight of Pentacles is here for Aquarius, please. We have the Empress, we have the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So I want to say there's some planning going on in the background here, Aquarius. Whether you are the person who is the Aquarius or you're cross-watching, I feel like there are some plans going on in the background here about the Empress. Somebody is planning on moving forward and speaking with the Empress. So I don't know if you're the Empress or somebody else is. The Empress is Libra and Taurus, but understand that that's because this is Venusian energy. Those are the Venus signs, right? And the Empress is somebody who's very well-rounded, right? Very balanced, very kind. This is the person who people who are in their life just benefit from them. So this could be you, or this could be the energy of someone else. We also have Gemini energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I want to say with the Three of Pentacles that there is some sort of a partnership here that you're thinking about, that I think that you want to talk about. I feel like you are going over the details and planning something. And I think if you're planning, I think that you're the person who is not the Empress. You might be planning about the Empress, because I feel like the Empress has her back to a partnership with you, like is ignoring you, I want to say, feminine or masculine. This person is not talking with you, and I don't think it's because of anything nefarious. I don't think that anything bad went on, that you had an argument or anything like that, but I feel like it's like two people have grown apart. We're just not talking to each other in the Pentacle world. So I feel like the Five of Pentacles, right, that's on this card, because we have Five Pentacles that have already been made. That's the disconnect, right? And I feel like you're working on making more, because Five Pentacles and Three is Eight, but this is the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're working on some sort of a plan, or somebody else is, to speak with the Empress. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me what the plan is here. What sort of planning is going on? We do have the Seven of Wands. We have the Devil. And we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel that somebody's been doing a lot of work on themselves. Somebody's been doing a lot of self-mastery, really working hard on themselves, working hard at work. I feel like it's all about having focus in the Pentacle world. But I think, Aquarius, that in doing that you've been standing your ground. And I feel like what you've pushed behind the boundary, I'm doing this because I feel like I have my hand on somebody's chest and I'm like, back behind the boundary. We have the Devil, we have Capricorn energy here. And I feel like the fact that you have these boundaries up, I think is something that troubles you. It troubles you. You know that the boundaries are there for a reason, Aquarius, that it's keeping out the people who would otherwise take advantage of you, the people who are not in a vibration that would add to you, it would maybe take away. When the Devil energy is here for me, it does mean things like doubt and being unreasonable. It's doing things professionally, spiritually, things that are hurting you. It's like somebody's not on the up and up. And I feel like it's like you worry that if you put down your boundaries after doing all of this work on yourself, that you're just going to attract the wrong kind of people. Tell me about, and I feel like you're stuck in this cycle. I want to say this obsessive cycle of, I feel like it's like, you're supposed to put up your boundaries, right? The boundaries for yourself, though. The boundaries are never to keep someone else out of your life. The boundaries are for you, so you can move within your life. But, it's about finding your truth, right? the Knight of Swords carries a sword, that's sword of truth. It's about finding your truth and how you feel people should treat you. And when people don't treat you that way, they need to stay behind the boundary. You get to let them be who they are. You're not allowed to tell them who they're supposed to be. Like, you can't tell the devil not to be the devil. But I feel like the boundaries that you have set up almost have put you in a place where you're not talking to people, you're not going out, you're not going out and being social. I feel like if you're somebody who is single, that you're going to have to go out and be social. You're going to have to do those things. You're going to have to learn how to be behind your boundaries and teach people how to treat you. So it does feel like with the Eight of Pentacles here that that you're feeling disconnected, because the Five Pentacles are already made, but the three that are not made are still being planned. So I think that you plan on making more pentacles here, but right now you're feeling like, I feel like you've gone, like the pendulum was here and then it swung that way, and it feels like you've blocked everyone off. Like, I think that you think the boundaries are for other people, but they're not. They're for you, right? So when they do this, I'm always going to do that. And once they start to realize that if they do A, they're always going to get B, then they're going to realize that they have to stay outside the boundary. We do have the Fool card here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. I feel like you are going to be headed to a new chapter here, but it is going to take some time. I feel like you still have to build some pentacles here and still work on yourself a little bit. And I feel that don't rush yourself, I'm going to say. Be patient because of the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Wands is here. I feel like at the end of the road, when you're ready for it, you will feel inspired to move forward here. I do feel like there is somebody waiting in the future for you, but you're going to have to show up as feeling inspired by life in order to meet the energy of the King of Wands. If you want the King of Wands, you have to be the King of Wands, right? You can't just put out some sort of arbitrary list about this person has to be this tall, look like this, be this way, make this money, they have to be rich. And are you all those things? Because if you're not all of those things, you're not going to get those things. So I feel like you are working on being all of those things, which I think is really great. I feel like, Aquarius, that you are looking at being all of those things, and you will get there because the Fool is here. You will get there. I feel like there is this energy of keeping your boundaries too tight, or I feel like somebody here thinks that boundaries mean you got to sequester yourself from people, like that you're not supposed to communicate with people. And being behind the boundary is a place of safety for you, so everyone else can be who they're going to be. But I feel like with this new beginning happening here, we also have the 10 swords, right? The 9 is here. The 1 is in the hand of the Knight. And I feel like you're basing what's going to happen in the future on what's happened in the past. And that's not really a good place to be in the mind, right? Tell me about this. We've got the 4 of Wands, we've got the 6 of Cups, and we have the Chariot. So I feel that you're ready. You're ready for a soulmate connection. You're ready to meet someone new. You're ready for a long-term relationship. You've had some sort of a breakthrough and a realization that you feel like you can endure it now. Feels like you are far stronger than you used to be. Not only in the mind, but in your energy in general. I feel like you have more energy to do more things. For some of you, it might be a Cancer that is waiting in the future. It could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, Leo, possibly. It does feel like there is somebody in the future, though. And I feel like you're going to take your time. Yeah, there is somebody who is who is going to invest in you here. We do have the Lovers and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it does feel to me like there's some brand new, abundant, beautiful connection that is waiting in the future. And I think that you're here right now, I want to say. So for some of you, it'll be this weekend. Some of you, it won't. But I feel like you are working on yourself here. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of opportunities. But I think that you've been turning down opportunities to go out. We're at the 2 of Wands here in the reverse. I think you should just bite the bullet and go. Yeah. Instead of just overthinking it, it's time to go. But the 3 of Cups in the reverse tells me that you've been either turning down opportunities to go out with friends and do things, maybe travel, because maybe you're nervous because you've never done those things before, or you feel unprepared with the 8 Pentacles. You feel unprepared. But I'm going to say you're going to get a lot of options and opportunities to do things, and I don't think you should deal with it in the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I think that you should entertain some of those offers so you can go places you've never been before, do things you've never done before, to meet people you've never met before. We've got Gemini energy here. We've got Cancer. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Virgo energy here, Aries, more Gemini energy, Taurus and Libra, Capricorn energy, more Virgo. We've got Leo and more Leo energy. All right. Here we go, Pisces. Let's figure it out, my friends. We're two fishes friends. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, there's a sale right now, and if you look at the top of the comment section, you'll see it pinned. There's 10% off my private reads until the 30th of June. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces over the weekend, the single Pisces sneak peek for the weekend for the single Pisces, please. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces. Look, did you look at the sneak peek for the week, the one I did on Monday? Pisces, I think your reading was the best reading I had probably for the last couple of weeks. That one was really great if you haven't seen it yet. All right, let's talk about singles. Single Pisces. We do have the Nine of Wands. So you're at the end of some sort of a cycle, and you're impatient, I want to say, for something to get on the road. Like, let's get on with it. Hurry up, let's get on with it. Like, that's what it feels like. You're right around the corner of change. Something is about to change. The Nine of Wands tells me you're kind of exhausted from being on this particular path, because I feel like a lot of burdens have been added to you. Tell me about the Nine of Wands, please, for Pisces. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, and so I feel like it's been a really long, arduous journey of untangling things. Okay, my guide Charlie just showed me a ball of elastics. Did you ever do that as a kid? Did you ever, like, I think it started with like you'd make like a tinfoil ball, and then you'd start wrapping elastics around it, and it's like this big ball of elastics. It's like it's all tangled up, and I feel like you've been spending like years, Pisces, untangling this, because the Eight of Pentacles is here. It's about working on the self, right? Self-mastery, about going over details, being very practical about the way you're moving in the world now. And I want to say that you are almost at the end of this cycle of burdens. Like, it's time for you to drop them and move along. Look, the Nine of Wands is where you get to drop the burdens. You don't have to wait for the 10. The 10 is the end of the cycle, but you don't have to wait for the 10. We're looking for another wand, though, to let us know for sure that you have dropped these burdens. Let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles. Tell me what else we need to know. We have the Five of Swords, and we have the World card. So I think you're putting an end to negative self-talk. I feel like it's been a really long journey for you, probably maybe for some of you 8 or 10 years worth of working on yourself, and it's brought you to a place here where you've decided that you're never going to let anybody into your life who has conflict, disagreements, and battles with you. I feel like you're not down with it anymore. You've accrued enough in this Nine of Wands. You've become the wounded warrior. I feel like there's enough battles that maybe have been won or not won, whatever the Nine of Wands is. And the Five of Swords tells me with the World card that this is really a great accomplishment for you, because now you're so confident, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, all the work you've done on yourself, now you're so confident that you no longer have to listen to the ideas and the way people will conflicts, disagreement, you know who you are, like they'll try and tell you who you are. And I feel like with the Five of Swords that you're never going to let anybody tell you who you are again from here, that you are walking through this portal. It feels like it's a coming full circle moment for you here, that you're closing the door on the negative self-talk. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Tell me about the Nine of Wands, because I feel like yes, you've been through a lot of things, Pisces, but I feel like the negative self-talk is probably 90% of it. Once you stop smack talking yourself or saying things out loud, complaining, that kind of thing, I feel like it's going to clear itself up. Yeah, I feel like you're ready to close that door here. We do have the King of Cups. We do have the Hermit. And the Knight of Swords. And so I think that, yeah, you did some aggressive healing here. That's what it feels like. You've done some aggressive healing, not only the healing of the heart, but the healing of the mind. It feels like you now have your light. You're now way more full of wisdom than you used to be. I feel like during this time, it feels like a sort of a really arduous journey of healing the self. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone here who is now finally in a place where you do have wisdom and you are confident in the self. The King of Cups tells me you have a great depth of love for yourself as well. And I really love that. And that's what came out of the Nine of Wands, carrying all of those burdens. I feel like once you sort through them and realize that they are not yours, I feel like you start to get really aggressive with your healing. Like you decide, like it's almost like a understand, because I've done it, once you get aggressive with your healing, you don't give a crap about anybody else. Like, you don't care what they say. Like, nobody can really shake your foundation because you really know who you are. And I feel like that's the transformation you're going through here. And I feel like, I want to say, with the Knight of Swords here, it tells me like it's an aggressive change of the mind. Like, you've had a switch up in the way that you think about things, and that will happen as you heal, for sure. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Yeah, we've got the moon energy here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, and we've got the 6 of Wands. I want to say that you're no longer throwing your pearl before a swine. And if you're biblical, if you're a person who knows the Bible, you'll know that what that means is, if people don't appreciate what you've done, the hard work that you've done, and the way that you have raised yourself, if they still say to you, well, you're not good enough, then stop throwing your pearls before swine. Your pearls are the things that you've realized, or the wisdoms that you've created, the love you have for yourself, all of that stuff. And so I'm going to say, stop talking about it. When people stop listening, please stop talking. There's nothing more that you can say. So I want to say, with the 10 of Pentacles, all this work that you've done on yourself, you're about to engage with something that is really, really beautiful. The 10 of Pentacles here is some sort of abundance that's coming to you. It could be in the form of a long-term relationship. We are in a singles reading after all. But the 6 of Wands tells me you're going to get victory in the 10 Pentacles. So whether that is money, or a new house, or a new car, or a long-term relationship, you don't see it coming. The moon is here. And I feel like the moon is here. Things are not as they seem, because I feel like what you don't realize, like, you're getting really aggressive with the healing that you're doing here, looking over your shoulder at the moon like, I got you, I'll do my shadow work. You stay right there, I'll do my shadow work. But I feel like that this World card comes into play. When you stop allowing people in your life that are negative talkers, people who talk about other people, gossip, people who are negative, I feel like you get to close this door. And then this beautiful 10 of Pentacles shows up. This victory here, 6 of Wands. You finally step over the finish line, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles within reach here. We've got the Devil. We've got the Queen of Cups. Sorry, you're going to hear some noise outside, by the way. The windows are open. So we have the Devil, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Give me just one second. Hang on. Okay, got really loud out there for a second. Okay, so we have the Devil, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. I really do feel that that you are no longer looking for codependent relationships, codependent love. That's not what you're looking for. You are the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, feminine or masculine. And it feels like that the Queen of Cups is telling me that you are kind and compassionate and loving. And you're no longer allowing people who are connected to the devil energy, and that's what I was talking about, somebody who doubts themselves, who has no self-esteem. Those people will usually point fingers at other people and project what they aren't, what they feel like they aren't, their own misgivings, they'll project them onto someone else. And I feel like you're no longer giving those people your energy. You're being kind and compassionate, saying stay on your side of the boundary, but I feel like you're in such a stable energy here that nobody can rock your confidence. That's what it feels like here. We have the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, I like it, and the 8 of Cups. Yep, you're walking away from the bullshit here. You're looking for a loving partnership, and you're no longer going to be dealing with people who are not. It's coming in its own time. You are going to get some sort of a commitment, and it might be with someone who's a fire sign. It doesn't have to be. We also have Taurus here. We have Sagittarius here. But it feels like that there is somebody in the future who is just as committed, as fiery about caring for themselves as you are. Somebody who like deals with life with no holds barred. Like, this person is like, I'm going to get what I want. And so this person is going to be someone who will pursue you. They won't let you go. It is going to happen in a moment of alchemy. It's going to happen with temperance. It's going to happen in a way that is kind and soft, but it's going to happen in the moment that it should happen. So I would say until then, continue growing, continue doing what you're doing for yourself, because I feel like you're preparing for this king here. What burdens do you have to drop, and how do you close this door? We do have the 2 of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Prince of Wands. You do have the Prince of Wands is the Knight, by the way. You do have some fast incoming energy here. We do have the Queen and the King of Pentacles, also the Queen and the King of Cups. You could have a choice between two people here, because it feels like we have Earth and Water. We also have a King in the future here, right? So it feels like it could even be three people. It could be fire sign, water sign, earth sign. But I feel like the fire sign is going to show up first. And I feel like this one is going to test you, to see if you're ready, right? The Two of Wands says prepare for the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So prepare yourself at this crossroads here. Keep yourself stable, sturdy, grounded, moving really slowly, because this person's about to come in and test your boundaries. This is the person who's not going to give you stability. I feel like your best bet is to go with one of the kings, right? We got two kings here, fire and water, which I feel those two are balanced, because that is Temperance. Temperance has showed up. And I feel like the first person that comes in is the person who's going to test your boundaries. This is where you need to close the door, I feel. This might be the negative person, the one who is not, that shows up in your life whenever they want to. You can't depend on them. They could be someone who you're very attracted to. They could be a temptation, because the devil is here. They could be seductive. They could be really good looking. This is someone who's going to test your boundaries. So are your boundaries solid? Are they? Because I feel like this person is coming in with all the right words. They're coming in with all the magic, my friend. They're going to try and manipulate the situation. They're going to try and scoot by your boundaries. So how good are your boundaries? We've got the Princess of Swords, who is the Page. The Page of Swords is telling me this person has been watching you. So if you have been if you've been thinking that somebody's been watching you, I think it's this person. This person shows up first. That's what it feels like. Let me get you some energies here, and I'll get you on your way, Pisces. We do have Aquarius energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Taurus and Sagittarius energy. We have Aries. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. More Capricorn. We've got Pisces and Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Gemini energy, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. There we go. I'm going to leave it right there. There is romance coming in, my friends. And with the Page of Wands, we've got the Page of Wands. I won't show you because there's a bit of nudity there, but we've got the Page of Wands there. And this person is, somebody here is showing up. They want you to have a new start with them, but you're going to have to be strong, because I think it's that one that is the Knight of Wands that's showing up first. So take it as it resonates for you, my friends. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I will go, but I'll be back, because I'm always back. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.